Hey guys, so today we are going to make a chicken broccoli rice bowl. Your ingredients are ranch, a seasoning packet if you want to use extra, rice, a rotisserie chicken, and broccoli. And we're going to use a little bit of cheese in it too. The next step is first off, I washed my broccoli and then I ended up boiling it all to make it all soft. And then I boiled 2 cups of rice. Now, I made a double batch. You can always cut this in half and make a single batch. But I'm making a meal prep, so that's why I doubled mine. Okay. I'm using brown rice. You can use brown rice, quinoa. You can change it up and do what you want. This is what I'm using. This is what I like. So, for the rotisserie chickens, I'm basically just... now, they were in the fridge because I got them the other day. So... I put them in the fridge to keep them, and then, but you can do it fresh too, like when they're hot, but, just know it's hot. So basically I'm just taking it and cutting the chicken up and quartering it up, and for this recipe I actually have 2 instead of just 1, because like I said, I doubled the batch. So, I'm just cutting up the chicken into smaller pieces, and then at the end I'm going to mix it all together, and I'll show you that in a minute. So, for starters, also, in my big mixing bowl, I did put my ranch and the seasoning in here. As you can see, the seasoning's in here too, and I'm going to mix this all together, and then I'm going to slowly add in stuff and then mix this all together. Now, I will say that I did put a little bit of water in here and shake it in here to get all the ranch out, because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't super thick, that it had a little bit of runniness to it, especially with the extra seasoning. Okay, so with the chicken, we keep the bones, and I make bone broth, so we keep those. But you can pull the skin off, and we like to eat the skin, so I'm gonna actually keep it for later. So that way you don't feel like you're throwing a lot away. And really, the only things that I'm gonna throw away is gonna be in the middle where it has the neck and stuff, because I don't like those, and these little bits on the ends of the wings, just because I don't want to have to try to get that little piece of meat out. And I was just like, it's so much easier not to mess with it. I'm going to kind of show you how I do it. So you basically just, like, this is how you get the rotisserie chicken out. Now, honestly, if you don't want rotisserie chicken, that's perfectly fine. You can actually just use, like, normal chicken out of a package. If you want to do that, you can. I just like the rotisserie chicken, and it's supposed to, the idea is it's supposed to be cheap and easy, okay? So most of them come with a little string, like this. I actually already pulled mine off. So then this one, I'm going to go ahead and pull the skin off and keep it for later, because it's easier to take it off when it's whole than trying to do it piece by piece. Okay, so then the next thing I'm gonna do, now this little wing already came off, so I'm just gonna break the end off like that and pull the skin off the top. But if it's not already can't, like, this one already came off, so it wasn't too bad. But if it's not, you can just take it and pull it off like that. Okay. Same thing with the legs. We're going to do the legs the same way. You kind of grab the thigh and you kind of just pull it off, okay? Now you can use a knife to do it, but it's easier for me just to pull it apart. And be careful and not stab yourself with the bone, because that can happen. But I usually just kind of like poke on it on the chest right here, and you can grab it and just pull it apart, okay? And it pulls your breast off the way you need and kind of separate it out, and then you're going to have to go back and basically make sure all that meat and kind of, feel through it and make sure that you don't have any bones in it, because you don't want to eat bone, okay? I want to mention that some chickens come with a little bit of, like, grease and stuff in the bottom. I don't use that, so I just kind of throw it away. So when I do it, I kind of have, like, a trash bin, and then I have, because I have 2 rotisserie chickens today, I have, like, the good meat that I'm going to use, and then I kind of separate my bones out and leave them in a little pile, and it's basically how I do it. So, you guys can do it however you want, but ideally this meal is supposed to be super easy and super, really cheap, because you can get broccoli, most people have cheese at home, and ranch, you can grab those just for, $10, you can get a rotisserie chicken and get the other ingredients, $10. You don't have to put cheese. If you don't want cheese, you don't have to put cheese. I like cheese in mine, so I put cheese. We got our chicken all done. Now, I do want to say that if you dice it like I did, like after you pull it apart, It does help ensure that you get all, most of the bones out. No, I may still find a few, but I tried the best I can, feeling almost every piece just to make sure I got them all out. And then, and now that we have everything done, we're going to combine it. Okay, so I did want to note that about the chicken. That dicing it does seem to help ensuring you get all the bones out, especially the little bones like this little bone. Like this was in something and I didn't realize it, but when I started taking apart and dicing it, I found it, okay? Little thin bones like that just helps ensure those. So let's combine it together, okay? So what we do is I'm just going to add a little bit of chicken and then a little bit of broccoli and a little bit of rice. And I'm going to mix it up. Alright, and let's add our cheese in too. Now I am going to make this in 2 batches just because this bowl isn't big enough to hold all of that. So I'm going to make it in 2 batches. So you will probably need either a 32-ounce bottle of ranch or 2 16-ounce bottles. Now, like I said, adding the water help make it run a little bit more, and actually it will let this be a little bit more saucy, because in the past when I made it, I feel like I didn't put enough ranch. I had to always add more, but I feel like this one has that little extra to it. So another reason why I had to make 2 batches is because I doubled the recipe. So doubling the recipe, I definitely had to do that. Now with this one, I am going to add some of my own ingredients, do a little bit of garlic, just to give it a little bit of different flavor, so I don't feel like I'm eating the same thing. I'm going to do a little bit of garlic, a little bit of Italian, some salt and pepper, and a little bit of onion. I added some more ranch and now I'm mixing it. I do want to say that with this meal you can eat it warm or cold. I prefer mine warm, but that's just me, okay? So this is what it looks like. Now it's done. Now, do keep in mind, this one's not going to look like the first batch. And the first batch is a lot more creamier. So I'm going to add some more. But also, the first batch has the seasoning packet in it to help give that a little bit of extra ranch flavor. So, and I did put a little bit of water in this one too, just to help kind of let it, help carry it a little bit. Alright, so this is it. This is it done. A piece of chicken and broccoli. So this one is the second batch I made, and it's actually really good with that little bit of ranch, and then the other seasonings make it really good. It make it taste a lot different than what I'm used to, because normally I just do the ranch. So I'm kind of glad I decided to do that one with the second batch and make it a little bit different. But like I said, like that's my meal prep for the week. It's real easy. It's cheap. It's like $10. Now, I originally got the recipe from my grandma. She made it. She found it somewhere. I don't know where. And so she made it. But she didn't put the rice in it. I put the rice in it to give myself some carbs and give it a little bit of a filler, kind of. Because I take mine to work. So I need to keep mine for to keep me going all day long at work. So you can do it if you want it like healthier without the carbs. You can totally just leave out the rice. You can just do the chicken, the broccoli, and the cheese and call it a done day. If you want different, we prefer Hidden Valley here. If you don't like Hidden Valley, as always, if you don't like your, that particular thing, there's other options. But yeah, if you guys want me to go into like more in-depth videos with other options, let me know. I can. But yeah, I hope y'all try it and I hope y'all enjoy, and Hope to see y'all next time. Make sure you like, subscribe. You guys should be able to comment now. Somebody did tell me that they were having issues like trying to comment on our videos. So that issue should be fixed, hopefully. If you guys see other issues, definitely let me know though, because I can't see it from what y'all see. Like every time I look, get on, I see it from a different view. So if you guys see issues come up on y'all's end, let me know. That way I can try to fix them. But as always, see you guys next week. I hope y'all enjoy. Bye.